You know what it's like to argue with a psychiatrist for 16 years telling them you weren't mentally ill, and they kept telling you you were, and then finally you prove to them that you just had a rare eye disorder. Fucking beat, man. Fucking wore out. And then I might have cancer, and then like people want me to fix it. Why? You know what happened during those 16 years that I was arguing with the psychiatric system? You can't even fathom. You can't get it back either. You can't give that back to me. You gonna give me my wife and kids back? No. You gonna take away my herpes I have? No. None of that. You're not gonna do anything. Like, if I'm gonna fight cancer, if I have it, like, I'm gonna need a girlfriend because I can't do it alone. Who's gonna drive me to my appointments? My neighbors who are married and have jobs and kids? No. My boss who is pregnant? No. And I'm not running around asking people to fucking take me to a fucking appointment for radiation. I just, dude, I don't know. I ain't got the fucking energy for this shit. I just fucking don't. I have no fucking energy. Like, I'll repeat a little bit, I guess, but I'm at a point where I feel I've went over all my pressing issues for not psychology. I haven't even begun to touch the psychiatry issues that I have with the way they look at mental illness. Like that's something I'll never be able to scratch the surface of because I'm 34 years old. I don't have time. No one has time for that. No one. It can't be done in my lifetime. Even if I lived to 80, it fucking can't. I can get a good part of it done, but it's just like, this is why I'm not sure if I want to try to get my chemo. Like, when you have cancer, you go to chemo, whatever. I don't think they're going to like rip my face off and like take out part of my jaw, but maybe they will. I don't know. I've seen something about a guy that he had a hole in his face because he had cancer or something. But so like they just cut it out. Maybe they'll do that. I don't want to. But I'm thinking radiation. But like, I'm supposed to run around asking people to take me to my radiation appointments? I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to seem like some fucking charity case running around town all, single man, lives at home, doesn't see his kids, fucking just got done 16 years arguing with psychiatry, telling him he wasn't mentally ill, and they argued with him and locked him up and fed him medication. And then finally said, hey, yeah, I told you I was right. I have a rare eye disease called dissociative vertical deviance. So I was right. Like, I won the psychiatric battle of 16 years stuck in the mental health field, taking medicine, being locked up. But the whole point is, like, you know what happened during those 16 years? Like, I'm fucking wore out, dude. I lost my kids. I contracted herpes because one of my girlfriends cheated on me and gave it to me. So, like, And it's not that big of a deal. It's not contagious unless you got an outbreak. So it's actually not as bad as gonorrhea or chlamydia. You can't die from it or anything. It's like a little scab on my groin. But like, and I tell all my women I try to date that I have that because it's fucking rude not to tell them the truth. But like, the fuck, I can't do that. Oh, yeah, they're fruit rings. I can't eat it though. I just had a root canal, so my tooth kind of hurts. I don't think I have the energy to go through chemo by myself without a girlfriend. I really fucking don't. And I'm sorry if that's rude to my children that I don't see, but like, fucking, and I don't 100% know if I have cancer, but they're doing the biopsy. I originally, the dentist found it on my lower gums about in 2012. Nothing was done. I don't know why. I don't remember. And then went back to the dentist about a month ago. Had a filling done. They said it was still there. So then they said I needed to get a biopsy. So I went down to the college in Lincoln. Thought that they were going to do the biopsy yesterday. It's called smoker's hematoma, I think. I could be wrong. But so then they're like, well, we're going to do a biopsy next week at Wednesday. So, and then like, I got court on Monday for missing a piss test. I don't even fucking do drugs because I know I can't. I would smoke pot, don't get me wrong. But like, I don't like alcohol. So I might go to jail for 3 days, but I got it. So if I go to jail Monday, that means Wednesday I don't get out in time. Well, I wouldn't get out till Thursday, so I missed my appointment to get my biopsy, right? Like, yeah, no one cares. Like, I'm falling apart in my life, and there's no woman here to help pick me up to pieces. Like, there's only so much a single man can do in situations like this, and I can't do it. I mean, I can't fucking, I don't got the energy. My soul feels like a deflated balloon. It's like, I'm sorry. I've had a horrible life because of this misdiagnosis thing with my eyes. Like, I was born with this eye disease. And they should have caught it at age 7 when I blew a firecracker up near my eye. But they fucking didn't. And then they told me I was schizophrenic and bipolar, so I started to fucking believe it a little bit. Like, I kind of didn't, but I started showing signs of schizophrenia and bipolar. All because they kept telling me I was. I mean, thank God I don't need medication to function anymore. Like, I could use some marijuana to function, but like, I don't need those evil psych meds that just zombify you. And the only reason I don't sleep at night sometimes is because I sleep all day because I'm fucking just that depressed or sad or bored or just don't want to be up and look at the world. So I sleep till 3 and then I fucking don't sleep at night. So like, if I wake up, I woke up at 5 a.m. today. If I stay up all day, I'll fall asleep by midnight. And then I'll wake up again. But if I sleep past fucking like 10 o'clock, I get fucked and I don't sleep at night. So that'd be another benefit of me having a woman living with me, being my wife. Like, and I'm going to stop saying girlfriend. I want a fucking wife. Like, I had a wife, but psychiatry took that away from me and my children. No, sleeping doesn't suck. Because when you're asleep, you feel nothing. Literally, like nothing. Yeah, you have dreams, but like all the emotional pain your body feels from life, you don't feel that when you're asleep because your body's in a paralyzed state of mind. So like, I have to disagree. Oh, well, yeah. I agree with you there. They actually have a medication that will make it so you don't dream. I don't remember the name of it though. Well, might be a kidney problem. Okay, so let me rephrase that. If you're not having nightmares, I suppose nightmares are the only nightmares I have are when I dream of my ex-wife. Like, I hate dreaming about her and the guy that she got knocked up by while we were married. I fucking hate it. I dreamed about my kids last night. Like, I was dreaming my ex-wife was giving my daughter cigarettes, and I freaked the fuck out. And I was married at this time. I wasn't divorced. That's weird. But so I freaked out and took the cigarette away. And I said I was going to call the cops for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And I think I was using that as a tactic to get custody. And then me and my son were making teddy bears out of crumpled up paper and masking tape. We were like crumpling up the paper and taping it to make a teddy bear. So like we'd make the body and then tape it up, and then make the arms and then tape it up, and then we were going to sew the arms and legs and head on. But my son didn't want to. My son didn't want to sew because he'd rather work with tools. So like I gave him my drill, and I told him that gun will put that screw in the metal. So he screwed it in there, and he seemed really happy. I don't know. I usually when I dream of my ex-wife, I wake up in a bad mood. But her name's Miss Tumbles. I named her that because when I got her, she sneezed and then fell over. And sorry about that black shit back there. That's dog hair. My dog is a monster. Like all sorts of dog hair everywhere. You know, most people on YouTube try to do stuff and like, oh, I can skateboard over this pool or something. I'm not an action guy. I got arthritis in my spine. I might have cancer. I'd rather talk. Like that's what I do. I'm going to school to be a spiritual psychologist. I want America to recognize spiritual psychology as a degree in the United States. They don't currently. Only other countries offer spiritual psychology as a degree. It's not recognized. Yeah, but I can't go viral if I'm not doing something flashy. Lord knows I'm not sexy enough to fucking get attention. But I have this thing. Yeah, I want to calm them down. Yes, yes. I want to calm those people down. Well, thank you, Drogger Lord. I guess maybe some people think age is sexy. I don't know. But I can't live in Candyland much longer. Like pretty soon, I'm going to be old, too old, and ugly and wrinkly. My mind will be fresher, but because like, yeah, I'm just telling you, like, at least I could reach people in the psychiatry field to become viral in psychology. Like, as far as I'm concerned, God already gave me a doctorate degree in psychology. I've been practicing closed-eyed meditation since I was 16 years old. I've seen my soul. I can see my soul right now. Like, Dragger Lord, yeah. I actually have a tattoo of a dragon on my back. Which, dinosaur, whatever. He's a god. I don't know about that. A demigod, maybe. Like, I didn't create the universe, although I know a lot about it. But the people don't care to know about spiritual shit. Prove what? That I know a lot about the universe? Close your eyes, you can see the universe then. I don't know. I think that's what you're talking about. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see it? Them are plugs, though, by the way. That's what those are, like the movie The Matrix when he comes out of that pink bathtub. So it's right there. I don't like my tattoos. Not the ones on my arms. I'm trying to be a doctor of spiritual psychology and win the Nobel Prize for making spiritual psychology an actual field of study. And I look like a fucking drug addict. I went crazy after my divorce. Fucked me up, dude. Like, oh. Well, I got the word larger right there. I got the word small on my right arm. Like one pill makes you larger, one pill makes you small. Off the song White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. I got a snake that covers up a accident where I cut my wrist on accident. I fell through a window and I didn't want people to think that I was trying to kill myself, so I covered it up, but there's a scar there. I got Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man right there. These are plugs, like the movie The Matrix, if you've seen it, where it comes out of that bathtub. I've got one here that says, one liar, one bite is all death required, one great regret. That tattoo represents me losing my wife and kids. So nobody gets over a divorce. They just find a distraction. I got the word Casey right here. That's a girl. I never dated her. She saved my sanity. She told me to go home and masturbate with eyeballs on my fingertips, which was a spiritual thing that helped me. I got the word boss right here with trees. And this is a path. This is supposed to be a bionic arm that goes up, but I never finished it. And these are jelly feet. So these are jelly feet coming out of the forest. I got sugar right there. That's what my cum tastes like because I got a vasectomy. I got that one, which was my first tattoo right there. It means the second coming of Christ. I drew that meth out when I was, I don't know, 17 or something. And then I got, this is the only tattoo I'd have if I could. It's the word smorf. It's written here in music in red. And then it's written in a commercial form in purple. And then I have a phoenix that my daughter picked out on my leg. And then I have a heart under my left eye. That's not a mole, it's a heart. Then I got chocolate eyes tattooed right there. And this right here, well, that says sorry. If I read it in a mirror, I can read it. Otherwise, it's backwards. It represents me having a hallucination when I was 19 that my throat got slit. And this green stuff is the dinosaur neck. And then these little lines here are sound waves. And that, oh, and I have a barcode on my back of my neck with my social security number. You heard me about the sorry. I had a hallucination when my, like, it has dots right here going across, like I slit my throat. So yeah, it was horrible. Like the day that I had that hallucination is the day that I actually cut my wrist. I was in a mental hospital and I was listening to Say Goodbye to Hollywood by Marshall Mathers in the quiet room or whatever. I freaked out and I punched the window. I tried crawling through it, but one of the patients there saved me from getting a shard of glass through my gut, which would have killed me. So as they were taking me to give me a shot so I could calm down, and then they were going to take me to the hospital to get my wrist sewn up because I was bleeding a lot, I screamed, "See sounds, hear colors." And when I screamed that, I felt that I had that hallucination that my throat got slit. I wasn't planning to say "see sounds, hear colors." It just fucking came out. I've seen a lot of crazy fucking people. And I honestly think that because I didn't know that I had a rare eye disease, I was mimicking other crazy mental patients. And I feel for these people because, like, I've seen some pretty fucked up people. I'll start drawing it now, okay? One day I'd like to charge people to draw their souls. Like if I moved to California or something, I'd set up a booth somewhere in a busy street and just be like, "We'll draw your soul for $30." I don't know what I could get for drawing a soul. Like, what would you pay for me to draw your soul if you had to pay? Or it's like if I was in California, I could probably charge a lot, but it's not. It's more cartoonish. Like souls are cartoonish. They're not like tubular or groovy. You know, they're just. It's like a cartoon picture. So. I'll show you a picture of my soul. I drew that the other day. I'm sorry. Yeah. By the way, Mandy, if you want me to mail you your soul, Facebook me your address and I'll mail it to you when I'm done. This is a picture of my soul. Grant, remember, it's the yellow is supposed to be on the right, but that's what my soul looks like. This is a vein coming from my left foot, and then there's a green heart that got shot inside of a green balloon, and then this yellow thing represents the hallucination that I had my throat slit. Pretty much my soul's a dinosaur. Like I have a T-Rex brain and short arms. The short arm represents me sitting in the lotus position with my, you know, like the Buddhists do, like T-Rex brain, short arms. So yeah, my spirit, yeah, I'm just like, I'm a fucking dinosaur. I got green eyes, man. Like, so anybody with green eyes, their soul's a fucking dinosaur. Like, the color of your eyes represents something on the planet. And since most things are green on planet Earth, not counting the ocean, and you got to pick the most powerful thing that represents from your eyes is what your soul in perfect form would look like. So if you got brown eyes, then trees are brown, and without trees, humans wouldn't survive because we build houses with them. Therefore, trees are the hand of God. If you got blue eyes, well, you got the ocean and the sky. Well, the sky's not technically blue, but if you got silver eyes, that represents the great magnet, which is like the wind. Yeah, but the brown trumps the green. So, but trees do have green on them. So maybe a baby dinosaur. I don't know. I got to pull up that picture you sent me. Unless you want to send me another. You want to take a picture right now if you got better lighting. It was kind of dark in that picture. I'll go back and look at it and see if I can see well out of it. Yeah. That represents a great magnet, like breathing. Which you're breathing, inevitably you're breathing wind. You're making wind when you breathe. So like you've got 4 types of eyes, you got 4 elements. You got earth, fire, wind, water. The fire, like earth would be green. Water would be blue. Wind would be gray. And then the fire kind of it'd have to go with the trees because that's the only other one left. So that really technically kind of doesn't fit in a sense like that. But yeah, can you send me another picture, Mandy, that's got more light? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I can't. It's too dark in there. Picture. Yeah, that'll work. That's better. What's your favorite color? Would you stop biting the cat? Like, we know you're bigger than her. Oh, no way. Okay, that took a while to read your soul. Let's see, so your favorite color purple, Mandy? Okay. That's what I was seeing. I just didn't want to disappoint you. I would have done it anyways. You've probably been liking pink because you just got married. Not the marker I want. So what do you guys think about living in outer space? Why do you think we haven't completed how to live in outer space and travel light speed? I've said that before. We're already in space. I have a on my website where you can read my book for free. You just go to my website and scroll and you can read my book. The title hasn't been changed yet. The title of it is Dinosaurs Don't Need Mirrors in Space. But you can read the book for free. Donate if you want. I don't care, but it's still free. You're quoting Einstein. I like that. I don't know how you guys fight so rough. Like, she's like the size of your foot. Yes. When I say different words, they can make me feel like different animals. Because animals represent different emotions. You got tigers or roar, and like cats are like meow. So like words can make you feel like animals. And as I'm speaking right now, I'm saying a bunch of different words that are coming out of my mouth, and they're representing different emotional feelings per single word. So every time I say a word, my soul will vibrate and change into a different entity of emotion, aka animal. But that doesn't mean that you can't come back to your spirit animal. Like, I'm a dinosaur. So your spirit, you can find your spirit animal by paying attention to your yawn. Your yawn has a color, it's white. So next time you yawn, you should be able to feel your spirit animal through your yawn. Yes, and each word has a different meaning, and there are words that are different languages. Like, how many different words are on the planet? You can see it more if you're on weed, but yeah, if you pay attention to that, you can see the vibration. See, when you speak, you can see sound. Like, sound moves through the air and vibrates and messes up the color spectrum of what you see. Like, so, like, just picture it this way: if sound is moving through a tube, and that tube has Vaseline in it, the sound is going to push through it and create a ripple effect like it was to if you threw a pebble in a pond. And I can't see my ears and eyes right now. That was a lie. I'm looking into my reflection right now, so I can see them. Did you know your emotions come from behind your forehead and your emotional cortex, your frontal lobe? And here's how we what? Like if it's dark, if it's in a dark room, yes. Yes, I can. But if you smoke marijuana, it just happens all the time while you're high. Depending on what you're looking at, what color you're looking at, you know, how bright it is, you know, how windy it is, what you're doing, how you're feeling, who you're with. I'm actually getting eye surgery on the 7th. If you were to put on those glasses that have slinkies for the eyes and they move all around, that's kind of like what my eyes do. So like they're gonna cut them open, they're gonna go in there and do some shit and fix them. And that's what was wrong with me my whole life. I would have loved to know that before I got married. Oh, I don't know. Let me think about it. No, only if I go like this. If I turn my glasses around, I can. If you wear glasses and you have them on like this and you see it that way, then you might want to get new glasses. But there are times I can try to like look in the corner and I can focus on the blurry, and then like right on the edge of the glass, I can see that, but I usually don't focus on the edges. No, aura creates heat, which can be envisioned as light, but auras are more felt than they are seen. But I still say I see your soul, but in reality, I don't see it. I just feel it, and that creates a mental image. But I see what you're saying. Like here's how humans process information. I learned this in school, and this is when I started realizing I needed to get to an eye doctor, or I just something else is wrong. I need to figure out. But like you hear information through your ear, it goes into your audio cortex, and then it goes. Okay, sorry. You process the information. You either read it or you hear it. That information goes into your audio cortex, where you actually just hear the information. Then it goes to your Wernicke's area, where you process how you understood the information. Then it goes to your Broca's area, where you process how you want to relay the information. And then it goes to your frontal lobe, where you process the words you want to use and the emotions you want to present. And then it goes out your voice box, your throat. Like words don't come out my mouth, really. I mean, but when I was, I have a scar right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right, right there. Scars don't grow. I was two months, or I was about 2 years old when I cracked my head on a corner of a concrete stair, and that cracked skull was between my Wernicke's and my Broca's area. So I don't know how I want to relay my emotions. I have a hard time understanding how to process from how I understood it to how I want to relay it. So I don't know how I think I want to talk. I'm getting better at it, but it causes social awkwardness with me around certain people, especially attractive women. Like if I was in the room with you, Mandy, like there'd be times that would get to me. So like attractive women are what I call yellow mommy. And yeah. And that's just because that's the feeling I get when I'm around attractive women. It's just a yellow feeling that kind of blinds me. It's like their aura gets in my eyes, and it just turns yellow and distinctive, and makes me uncomfortable, a little bit nervous, maybe. So, Jagger Lord, are you male or female? I don't know if I can click on your profile. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know about YouTube profiles or any of that stuff. Like, do you have a YouTube page? If there was a way for me, like I can follow you. I don't know if I can do it while. That's what's this little button. Okay, I'll have to go back and do that later. It'll in the. Oh, okay. Do I have the same purple? Oh, I don't. Yes, you're attractive, Mandy. You would create that yellow mommy feeling, and it would blind me momentarily. I'm more comfortable with you now, but like for those, like I work with this one girl named Danielle. I tried getting her to date me. She's really attractive, and I get that more or less because we really don't kind of click. She's not really apparently. She's not my type, I guess. Which I never thought I had a type. I just wanted someone who could, emotionally keep up with me. Oh, she's a yellow mommy. Like vaginas look like bubblegum. All women, like the really attractive women, that's like Candyland, man. Like I'm getting a little old to be in Candyland still because once you hit a certain age, it's like Candyland kind of loses its integrity because like you're not as attractive as you get older. So, like I said in one of my videos a while ago, like vaginas look like bubblegum, penises look like corn, intercourse would be like candy corn or Candyland. But I've only been to Candyland once. Like that was with a girl named Crystal. She had a bachelor's degree in sociology. Smoked pot. Like that one got away, and I haven't found anybody as attractive since. I haven't found anybody that attractive, and I've never found anybody that can fucking take care of themselves. Like self-sufficient women just don't come to me, and it's starting to piss me off. Like if you can at least emotionally take care of yourself and be happy and conversative, like I can deal with like, you know, I work at a bad job or I don't have a lot of money, but fucking Noah. Nice to see you too, Noah. How do you know I have a left nut? You don't. See, and that's something else. Like, I don't really like making jokes. Well, both of your eyes would be. Close your eyes, Mandy. You can see chocolate, right? Close your eyes. The back of your eyelids look like chocolate when you close them. But I don't know if I believe that. My right eye, I don't know because like your heart's closer to your left eye. So that means like my left eye gets the heart and like what does my right eye get? It's just like a window. Like you got a glass house on the right side and the left side you get the forest. I don't know. I miss being left-eye dominant. I was born left-eye dominant. The firecracker blew up near my eye, and I had to wear an eye patch, so it switched my eye dominance. So, like, I hate living in a glass house. The yellow balloon. You mean off the movie It? Yeah. Well, I suppose. See, this is a theory of mine. I forgot about this. I think dark matter is chocolate. We don't have the ability to measure black matter because we can't. I don't know. I don't know, but I just always had a funny feeling that black holes, like dark matter, space was chocolate. Yeah, it's just the air there's so deadly that you can't actually touch it. So that reminded me of that. Thank you. I forgot. But this is what you get when you live in Candyland. Like I'm in Candyland, I just don't get any sex. So, like, if trees were to be candy, they'd be chocolate. If metal was candy, it'd be black licorice. Well, I mean, like Mandy said, we are in space. Oh, I forgot your eyes were brown. Yeah, my eyes are brown. So chocolate, anything brown, like your eyes change, your aura changes with the color of your eyes pertaining to different things on planet that are naturally brown. No. Did you know blood is wet? So my heart feels wet. See, like it's just all imagination, and I sometimes like talking like this. See, there's some strange stuff that goes. My book. She saw the cover of my book, or whatever. Yeah, my book. It said, "My heart is a blood-filled balloon." Boink, boink, boink. My son told me that. My son told me red is white one day. He said, "Hello, Mr. Crocodile. Don't sit in the dark. Red is white." Scared the fuck out of me. Red is white is the most important thing I've ever heard in my life. It's the most important piece of information that I will ever learn. No. Hold on, let me read what you said again. No. Close your right eyeball or cover it if you can't close it. Like, just cover your right eye. Like, go like this. I'll just close mine. On a subconscious spiritual level, when you're meditating, if you're in your subconscious mind, you're meditating. I actively work to stay in my subconscious mind because it's easier to live that way. I don't know. If your heart is closer to your left eyeball, just envision a rose growing out of your heart going into your eye. It's like the rose that grew from concrete. The concrete represents your vision field, which technically your vision field is clear. Like, my eyes aren't technically meshed with what I see. There's space in between them. So red would be my heart or the blood, the essence of life, the cave that it looks like. So, like, I'd have to disagree. Like, I spent a lot of time with the eye patch over my eye. And I feel that, like, red is the back part behind me and white is the forward. But that's only if you're left eye dominant. If you're right eye dominant, yeah, white and red can be blinding because the energy from my heart doesn't get to my right eyeball. So there's not, the red's not there, and it comes off in some sort of a confusion state of mind because it's like, where's my blood, where's my heart type of thing. So you're right there. If you're right eye dominant, red and white can be blinding because I can't see it. Like, I can't see that red is white when I close my left eye. But, you know, if I close my right eye, I can fully feel that red is white. Also, though, I'm left brain dominant. Like, I use my left brain to think more than my right brain, but I'm not left eye dominant. So, like, I'm left brain, but I'm right eyed. So it's kind of a cross pattern. I call it the fork in the road theory. Like, I should be, like, some people just are cross dominant between left brained and right eyed, or right brained and left eyed. But then there are the people that are lucky that are left brained and left eye dominant, or right brain and right eye dominant. And those are the people that have the straightforward thinking. I was born left brain and left eyed, but it switched over. So I understand what it's like to be left eyed and left brained, but I only felt that way for 7 years. Right before the firecracker accident, I remember the vision of red is white. I remember watching, like, it was like a spider web. The air turned into a spider web, and there was, like, just my heart was in the middle. And it probably wasn't that prominent at the time, but looking back on it, that's the only way I could describe it. And you had said earlier about your right eye being chocolate. Yeah, I would probably agree with you on that because, like, the left eye would be the light and the right eye would be the darkness. So, like, I have to live in the dark because I'm not left eye dominant. Like, my left eye is over there seeing stuff, but I'm not fully dominant on that eye. So, like, your heart would be the light of your life. Your heart's like a neon light that lights up your world, but it only works inside your left eyeball. And remember, this is all meditation, spiritual insights of auras and subconsciousnesses. Like, people usually don't pay attention to their subconscious, but I've spent 16, 20 years practicing closed-eyed meditation, getting inside of my subconsciousness to see my energy field or soul. I used to tell my kids, I used to make fun of my daughter. It might have been both my kids. I don't remember exactly, but I used to call them booger picker flicker lickers. No, I'd have to see a picture of him, and I can't see that little itty bitty tiny one. I'd have to go back and look on his picture. Stinky Winky Skunks. No. How old are you, Noah? Oh, okay. That explains why you wanted me to say that Stinky Winky Skunk word. Your brain is not fully grown. You won't technically be an adult until you're 25. So for parents to tell their kids they're an adult at their age 18, no, they're not. You're still an adolescent. Your brain doesn't fully grow until you're 25. You won't think like that when you're... You know, Noah? Hey, we all used to think like that, Noah. I was 16 once, too. And I really don't need to tell him what his your aura is the color of your aura is your favorite color. So whatever his favorite color is what the color his aura is. But that can change over time too. Like you can change favorite colors. Like some people don't have a favorite color, so their soul's more like a rainbow. Yeah, yeah. Is that Chef Craw? Is that your friend? Yeah. I wonder where he is. He's probably in school. Like my aura is pink or purple depending on my mood. However, purple can be a very evil color for your aura because it can cause depression. What color are your eyes? Um, well, you wear your heart in your mouth because you always say what you think. The red represents the vibrations that go on around you, which enables you to be able to change any situation that's going on. Although sometimes you hide because of the situations going around, you understand and accept the situations, but the purple represents you hiding in them because you know that you don't want to have to tell people what you think all the time during those times of lower moods. If I had to pick my favorite song, I had a dream. I saved them. I want to use my drawings for a new idea of ink blots. You know how ink blots are all just ink splattered on a page and they're black and white? I've been drawing all these drawings of people's souls for about a year or two now. Actually, it's been like 6 years, whatever. So I want to use those as a new colored ink soul blots. That way you can ask people in the psychiatric system, you know, which one of these do you feel like? So, or which one of these is similar? How does this one make you feel? No, I know who the ones I did draw. Like when I first started, I didn't know I was drawing people's souls. I was just drawing stuff that I felt. It was about a few months ago that I realized I was drawing people's souls. So then I started asking people to send me a picture, and I started drawing their souls. So I know whose souls they are, but I don't write names on them. But I'll mail it to you if you want me to. I'll just make a copy for my records. And I'm too poor to drive down to where you live, so like that'll never happen. Plus, I'll probably lose it. Who knows? It'll get written on an envelope, and that's it. I should get my kratom today. I'm so excited. By the way, I hope that it was worth it because, like, I hope I'm not disappointed with it. Oh, I forgot. I wrote something on the back of it because I thought maybe you'd want me to send it to you. What? Oh, okay. Okay. I said, you don't need eyes because yours are brown. They represent shelter because trees provide us shelter. But these are all the drawings I have so far. You can check out my Facebook if you want to see every drawing I've made. I have pictures of them all on Facebook on an album called My Soul Blots or something. So I have 41 drawings. I gotta get going. Or soon. I don't know. I gotta get before 10. I gotta leave before 10 so I can talk to my landlord. I don't know what else to talk about. You didn't sleep at all? I slept from 11 to 5. Yeah, when you're tired, that's when you start feeling the red more than the purple. I did that 2 days ago. You need weed, Mandy. You need to smoke weed. You need to go to the doctor and get marijuana for sleep. And just find a doctor. Just find a doctor that'll give it to you. It might take a few. Ask your friends. Ask around for them to know any doctors that are pot friendly. Like, if you had marijuana, you'd sleep every night. Although sleeping during the day doesn't help you sleep at night, so I find. Like, if I happen to not be able to sleep tonight, which I probably will since I've been up since 5. What? I doubt that. There's a doctor probably somewhere that'll give it to you. And you fill out some paperwork for free. Yeah, I live in Nebraska. I know how you feel. Like, these fucking doctors want to tell me weed's a drug, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. If weed isn't good, and I'm going to tell you a reason why it is, and this is going to be a foolproof reason. I can't walk 5K sober. But if I smoke weed, I could walk 5K. And they're going to tell me it's not good for me. I can barely walk enough the way it is with my fucking chronic pain. And it ain't the good chronic either. So I guess if I do have cancer, I'm going to move to Colorado and smoke weed. I don't know if I believe that. Everything's easier. Like solving complicated algebraic problems, I don't think that would be easier. I know, right? Like, fuck. Give me some peace. I get my fucking prescription medication. I know there's weed in the bathroom, but I know if I need more, I go get it from the fucking pharmacy. Really? I don't like math. Like, I get B's in math and algebra. In college, I got B's when I took math this year or this degree. But like, I don't remember none of it. I remember PEMDAS. Pac-Man eats all my damn algebra. Wait, what? Pac-Man eats all my damn algebra skills. That's all I know. I don't know what I used it for, but it's one of those acronyms or something. It's standing for something. I have no idea. I just know I made that up and the teacher thought it was cute. Fucking Pac-Man. I feel like Pac-Man! God, that's how far my hairline goes back? Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Fuck, man. Yeah. Because you didn't sleep. That's why you feel that way. I may be going bald, but my dick's still 8 inches long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was completely random and uncalled for. I'm grounded. Oh, that reminds me. I used to ground myself last year. I when I flipped out and went all crazy. When I flipped out and went all crazy from getting slipped drugs in college last year, while I was working at the college, I started smoking pot, and like I'd ground myself. So like if I did something fucking stupid, I'd take a little nugget of mine, like I'd take a nugget of weed about like that big, and I'd eat it because I was grounded. I don't know, because I always wanted long hair, like long hair. But now I've got a widow's peak. I wanted a ponytail, and I had my hair pretty fucking long. Then my daughter told me I looked creepy, so I shaved it. And I told her to never tell. I told her I didn't like that word, and she'd never call me creepy again. And she told her mom that I looked like I wanted to kill her. And I'm like, whatever. Like, I suppose, but what's the point in having long hair if I don't have any right here? Like, I might as well grow devil horns out of my head. Who's the... Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. Okay. Pigtails are sexy. I don't know why they call them pigtails. Like, that's kind of weird. No, it doesn't. Like, I can see why they call it a ponytail. No, nothing has two tails. Nothing. Unless it's deformed. What do you mean the hair isn't curly? You mean the pig's hair? Pig's tails curl, but human's hair isn't curly. Yeah, usually. Not like a pig's tail anyways. We don't make ponytails look like pigtails. Like, you should do that. Do your hair and send me a picture of you having little pigtails. Just make a bunch of them. You can do it. I have faith. But you got to get a lot of hairspray to make that shit stay like a pigtail. I suppose. Depends on what kind of curly it is. Like, some people's hair is wavy curly. Like crimped, permanently crimped hair, like they're permed. But yeah, then some people's hair is curly. Yeah, I suppose. Like, maybe afros are little pigtails. What's your problem? What are you barking at? Nobody out there. Leave me alone. I doubt it. Doubt it. Growl? No, that was my dog. Sammy, stop. Why you gotta stick your head out the window? Oh, now you're gonna get the cat, huh? Get him. How old are you, drugger lord? That would hurt my voice if I tried. Yeah, I can't probably growl louder than him. He barks like a little pussy when he's in the car. That's all he does in the car is bark and bark and bark. So I don't take him on car rides very often. I'm 34. Half my life's over. Make good decisions. Stay away from women with rose tattoos. If they don't feel like a bear, run the other way. Like there are 3 types of people on this world: bears, snakes, and pandas. Bears are the people that have beautiful lives, beautiful souls. They make good decisions. They've had an easy life. There can be bears, like Mandy's more of a bear. I don't know if she's had a hard life or not, but there can be people with hard lives that are like bears. It's just people with good spiritual energy. That doesn't mean they're good people, though. You got snakes that always try to lie to get ahead, and you got to be cautious about how close you let them into your world. And panda bears are those that have had really, really dark lives, and they're kind of isolated. They've been isolated. They don't have a lot of family and friends and support. My ex-wife got pregnant by 2 different men while we were married. I'm more of a panda, but then again, my eyes are green, so I'm a dinosaur. But like, I have a snake tattoo. I don't lie though. I always tell the truth, so I don't have to remember anything. Life's easier that way. But if you're not talking about spiritual animals and you're talking about lifestyles, then I guess the lifestyles, there's bears, snakes, and pandas. So I'm more of a panda. I've had a really, really shitty fucking life. I suppose I got good spiritual energy sometimes, but at the end of the day, when I close my eyes to sleep, I'm just a fucking panda bear. Dude, I went fucking crazy, man. Totally fucking crazy. Like off the wall bonkers crazy. Like this man's a registered sex offender, and I went fucking bonkers. I almost died. I almost killed myself. You know, somehow she thought I was mad at her and I was going to hurt her, and I don't know how she got that idea. I think maybe he lied to her about it. I did threaten him, which I shouldn't have done, and I'm sorry for that. But like, I just wanted to be a dad, and I knew no matter what, I was only going to be a part-time babysitter because I'd only see my kids 4 days a month. And I guess I'm not a dad anymore. I'm just a sperm donor. That's all I am. I'm sure it's been said lots of times about me. But I'm not really bad because I hope I have cancer so I can just die and get life over with, because I highly doubt there's going to be a woman like Mandy that will come into my life and be my wife. So like your personality. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm 34. I've done enough. I've tried enough. I just need to fucking leave, go be quiet with God or whoever at the end of the universe or wherever we go when we die. It'll be quiet. It'll be peaceful. I won't feel pain. I won't feel anything. I think it'd be weird if I was still conscious after I died. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're just dead and that's it. But I can't promise that, you know, reincarnation is not real or heaven's not real. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't have enough energy to try to go hurt anybody. It's just not worth it to me. I can barely fucking walk the way it is. I mean, I get mad, don't get me wrong, but most times if I was even assaulted, I wouldn't even really be able to defend myself because that's how weak my body is from my arthritis. So I'd probably just get my ass kicked. And I like getting my ass kicked. It feels good. I don't know why. I don't like, initially, I'm afraid to get my ass kicked, but after it started and over, I feel better. I don't know why. So I used to pick fights with my brother when I lived with him after the divorce, and he'd kick my ass. Like if I slammed the door, he'd kick my ass. I don't remember the last time I got my ass kicked. I think it was my cousin Ryan. Yeah. He flipped out over something fucking stupid, and like he came into the house, just walked in, fucking stormed in, picked up my fucking laptop and threw it on the fucking ground and started kicking my ass in front of grandma. Or his grandma. And his grandma's like, Brian, stop, stop. And he was kicking my ass. And then finally, after I got into it, I was like, fucking hit me. And he's like, no, I'm done. I was like, what the fuck, dude? It took time for me to get into the fight. And now you're just done because you're done and you won because you don't want to fight back after I actually want to fight. Like, that was kind of, it was fucked up. It would have been a good fight after I got into it, but usually by the time I get my ass kicked and they're done, is the time I want to fight or have the energy to. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I busted up my fucking nose in a boxing match. Little tip if you're going to box somebody, never turn a fight into a wrestling match. Never. Stay on your feet and punch. Fucked up my nose. Yeah, a big old fucking scar right there. Fucking stitches. I don't know, like 8 stitches or something. And I'm not really functioning afterwards. I got put on disability. I went mentally fucking crazy. I was working full-time, 40 hours a week, fucking making $500 a week. I had 2 or 3 jobs I was doing. And then I had to apply for disability because I could no longer mentally function. And then now I find out about my eye disease. My mental problems went away. And so I'm not going to be on disability much longer. But I still have arthritis in my spine, probably fibromyalgia, a lot of bad memories. So I don't know how I'm going to work full time when the time comes and pay child support and survive without a girlfriend. Or a wife. I have no fucking clue. You never said anything about that ghost that follows me around that I noticed. She's like right here, right now. I don't know what the fuck her deal is, but like she's white and has a red mouth. That's it. I don't know where she came from, how long she's been there. I don't know her name. I don't know what she's doing or what she wants, but she's fucking there. And she sleeps next to me. She just follows me around everywhere I go. Maybe that's death. Maybe I do have cancer and that like I'm gonna die. And maybe that's death saying you're coming with me. Oh, she's got this fucking red ribbon in her hair. I don't know what the fuck her deal is. It's like a white ghost, red mouth. Looks like the Joker, but female and a red bow on her head. I don't know what the fuck her deal is. I got a pocket pussy in the mail. Got a vibrator on it. Makes sounds. I don't know. Makes female moaning sounds. Although I'm getting tired of masturbating, I think I'm on strike because, like, sex is just, or orgasm is just a release of pressure. And I think I'm going to start living with the pressure and let the pressure build up and build up and build up. But, like, as the pressure builds up, I get more physically in pain. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. Like, I just fucking hurt the more the pressure builds up. So I'm on strike. Like, no more porn. I'm on strike. Like, fuck you. You can be in Candyland. I don't live in Candyland because, well, I don't feel whatever. I don't get sex, so like, there's no point in me fantasizing about other women that are never going to be around. So like, fuck it. Breathe the pressure. I can't have kids. I got a vasectomy. I figured I had a girl and then a boy. That was all the kids I needed. I didn't need any more. I didn't need 2 girls or something, because if you have 2 girls as kids, like, that's going to create jealousy with one of them, because you're going to get along better with one kid than the other. But with my one boy and one girl, like, they're different genders. Like, you can't say you're my favorite kid. Like, you're my favorite daughter. You're my favorite son. Like, it's different. You guys think differently. You're just male and female. So I kind of feel sorry that someone who has like I can get it reversed, but like, I don't think I'll ever find a woman trustworthy enough to have another kid with. But it's probably better off this way. Women aren't really trustworthy in general, and the ones that are trustworthy, like Mandy's pretty trustworthy. They just they're not out there. They're already taken. They're smart people. The ones that aren't taken are the ones that you don't want to deal with. The ones you don't want to deal with are the ones that always have those men that treat them like shit, and they keep going back to those men and they call them douchebags and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm not going to be an asshole to you, woman. Like, I'm not an asshole to women. I try not to be. I don't like being mean to you to try to get attention. And I'm not a dick. And if I am, I'm not the right type of dick. I don't know. Nice guys finish last or never at all. I'm probably going to die alone. Like, nothing I can do about it. I had my chance at a family. Psychiatry fucked it up. Why continue to hope? Why continue to look? Like, every time I look, I get turned down. The only women that come after me are the ones with a lot of fucking problems. And then I have to try to say, oh, well, I guess you're the only woman around that wants to try to date me, so I have no choice. Like, I never get to choose my girlfriend. Like, I live in Deweese, Nebraska. There's 67 people in this town. There's a bar that I work at in this town. When my boss needs somebody to work for her and has to try to find the job applicant, she has to hire everybody that comes, because like, she doesn't get a lot of applications. So like, she has no choice but to hire that one person. That's how my love life is. Like, I get one application. Like, what am I supposed to not try? Like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't get to say, okay, well, I know this girl and this girl and this girl. They like me. Which one do I want? I never get that choice. And it's never a good choice for the applicant that comes my way. It's always fucking, I got all these issues and my life's been shitty. I got all this baggage and I need you. And it's like, no, I want you to want me. I don't want you to need me. But nobody wants me. They only need me. And I don't want to be your fucking father figure. Like, that's not what I'm about. I want you to be self-sufficient, independent, be able to take care of yourself emotionally, and like, not sit there and fucking just, I don't know. Getting too old to date, getting too old to get married, getting too old to love. Like, I'm getting out of that stage of attraction in life. Like, once you hit 40, Unless you're blessed, you're not really attractive anymore. So, like, I'm going to have to settle. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to settle for somebody instead of being 100% happy in mind, body, and soul with my wife. It's going to be, okay, you'll work. Like, that's not how I wanted it. I guess I don't get that fantasy wife. I don't get that. Oh, I got to go to my landlord. Talk to him. I don't have to let my dog on a leash. Like, he stays in the fucking yard. I can leave him out there all day. And he won't leave. Just sit on the porch. Doesn't poop or pee in the house. Never has. Lived his first 5 years living outside. Never went inside a house. And then I took him from my friend. And he's the most obedient dog. I just have a problem with his fucking hair shedding, as you can see in the back. And the fact that he barks in the car nonstop. That's why I need to get me a truck so I can just throw him in the back. Which I'm getting a new car in January. My landlord only lives an hour away. Or, sorry, an hour. A mile. It's a video chair. There's actually speakers in this chair. And I have not spent the time to find out how to hook it up. It's a video chair for video games. Yeah, I haven't went out and bought a brush, and I don't know why. Like, I bought a brush from a dollar store, and it sucked and it broke. Like, thanks for reminding me. I'm going to try to do that next time. Buy a good brush that's not going to break, and I'll brush them every day. So much is going on in my life with my mental illness finally leaving, and the cancer, and being lonely as I fall asleep at night. Sleep is more important to sex to me. I want a woman so I can sleep next to her, so she can take care of my soul while I'm sleeping. The sex is just a bonus. But no one wants to help take care of my soul's energy, so like I'm stuck. I'm just stuck. I have some phone calls to make. I don't think I'd care if I had cancer. I mean, unless I get a girlfriend to help me fight it, I don't think I'm going to fight it. Like, I don't think I can physically and emotionally and spiritually fight cancer alone. I'd probably end up dying anyways. Ooh, I wonder if I got that email. I need that fucking paper. Speak to ophthalmology, Dr. Saw, please. Hi, this is Lefty Dillender. Can I please speak to medical records? I left a message yesterday and I didn't get a response. Can you transfer me? Oh, hold on. I wasn't ready for that. Okay. All right, thanks. All right, bye. Jesus Christ. This is Lefty Dillender. I called yesterday and requested an email for my medical records. I need them Monday. Please call me at 402-879-9448 and please email me those records at dalmatianfarm@gmail.com, DALMATIONFARM. I really need them by Monday. Thank you. I guess you can call me if you want now. My number's out there. I don't give a shit. I'll talk. All right. You can go read my book, though. It's free. Hey, Nick, this is Lefty. I might have cancer. I find out on, well, I got to get a biopsy on Wednesday next week. Yeah. So, yeah. See, I thought they were going to give me a biopsy, but they ended up just, since it was a new doctor, they looked at it first. It's like, I think they called it smoker's hematomas or something. I don't know. So they're going to do the biopsy next Wednesday. Then I'll find out accordingly afterwards. I don't know if I have the energy to fight cancer alone without a girlfriend. So I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to do. Because, like, who's going to drive me to my radiation appointments? What am I supposed to do? Just beg people to drive me to my appointments? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a charity case for my neighbors or anybody like that. I understand that, but, like, it's still not fair. I'm alone. I was stuck in the psychiatric system for 16 years, arguing with them, telling them I wasn't mentally ill. I just found out I was right. Like, I'm wore out, Nick. Like, that was my life. Like, I didn't even have a life because I wasn't able to make decisions because they didn't know what was wrong and they wouldn't tell me the truth. So, yeah, that's what it was. And now it's like, now I feel like I may have a way to just die and get it over with because, like, where do I get the energy from? I'm supposed to pull the energy out of my ass just by myself in order to try to stay alive. I mean, I have nothing that keeps me happy as I fall asleep. I can try to, I can stay busy during the day and, you know, distract myself from the fact that, like, I lost my kids and family, you know. And there are people out there that say, oh, well, who cares if you lost your kids? Like, you didn't lose your kid. You don't know what that's like. Like, I never meant to be the person I was when I was married. It wasn't my fault that I turned into an alcoholic, really. Like, I was doing it, but I was making unconscious decisions because I was blind from life because they kept telling me I was schizophrenic and bipolar. So eventually I started mirroring that mental illness, even though it's not really what was going on. And, you know, them saying, oh, you say weird things, you're mentally ill. Like, no, I'm just talking about spiritual psychology analogies. That's what I'm doing. Like, my goal in college is to make spiritual psychology an actual noticed degree. Like, you can't get a degree in spiritual psychology. It's not recognized by. What do you mean? Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not noticed by the APA. The APA doesn't recognize spiritual psychology as a field. So that would be one of my goals, is to be like, you're really going to tell me that America doesn't need that as a, like, do we not care about our spirits? Like, people go to church, but they don't want spiritual psychologists. Like, that's kind of like hypocritical. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I don't know if I'm threatening, like, give me a wife, or I die. That's kind of what it sounds like. I get it, but, like, I mean, how much longer am I supposed to fight whatever the fuck happened in the past 34 years? Like, I mean, at least I'm fine now. I'm not taking the medication. I'm sleeping if I don't sleep all day from depression. Or not depression. I'm not really depressed. I'm just sad. So I sleep all day, and then I don't sleep at night, so I'm up all night. And I don't know. Well, yeah, it's not really worried about. I mean, I got stuff I can do to stay busy. I got homework. I found there's like YouTube Live now that you can do. So, like, I'm able to do that. I started back up with my media, doing YouTube and stuff, and trying to promote my book that I have on my website for free. And so, and I put the 2 home movies I made last year during my crazy drug slipping day. I put those on YouTube. I mean, they're kind of weird, but they have some good points in them. The first one, not really. The first one's kind of just weird. It looks like I'm on drugs, which I wasn't, but the second one is more about my theories on psychology, which is the same thing as my second book I wrote. It's just a bunch of theories in my psychology that I wrote down. So, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I'm wore out. My soul feels like a depleted balloon, and, like, I just don't know if I can fight the chemo. I think it'd probably kill me anyways. But I mean, I'm pushing the cart before the horse because I don't know yet. But well, and if it's not cancer, I'm going to be disappointed, and they're going to tell me, if you keep smoking, it could turn into cancer, and I'm going to still smoke. So that's the way that'll work out. Well, I know, but am I supposed to live the rest of my life in isolate loneliness? I mean, you got to realize most people have a chance at happiness during their 20s. Mine left. Like, you're still married to your wife. You've never divorced. I had my chance at my complete family, and, like, now I'm living a second-rated life. Like, I'm never going to get to that high-rated of I got my family. Like, I have no family. I'm all alone. You know, I got my mom. I don't like my mom. You know, I got my dad. He's just old, and I didn't really grow up with him. And I mean, I talked to him, but he lives far away. Like, I don't have my sister. She's busy with her life and kind of crazy. I don't have aunts or uncles or grandmas or grandpas or cousins or nephews or nieces. Like, I'm by myself pretty much. I don't got people to call and check up on me. I don't got people to come to my house and knock to come see me. I mean, I meet better people online than I do in person. And the thing with that is they're still, 3 states away. They're in a different country. I mean, internet relationships can't keep me happy when I fall asleep, really. I mean, it's a matter of the physicality of relationship is not here. And I don't know. So I don't know if for some reason I do decide to get the chemo, I don't know if I'll be in school next semester. I'd like to, just because I kind of needed a new car. So if I am able to come back to the campus, that I can have a reliable transportation. So And I don't know how far. And oh, I need to get you the medical records to show him, don't I? Okay. Well, I'm in the process of getting some medical records from the eye doctor, and then after that, I'll get them from. Do I just need it from the doctor and the psychiatrist? Okay, and then I'll actually have a. Well, no, that wouldn't work. So yeah, I'll get those records and I'll email them to you as soon as I get them, and so as soon as I get them to you, you'll present them to him for re-entry. Like pretty much the way it's going to be if I'm in college, I'm going to stay to myself. I'm not going to talk to people. They start talking to me, I'll talk to them. But I mean, you got to realize most of these people are in their 20s. Like their brain's not even fully developed. They don't think anywhere near the level of emotional stimulation that I do. So there's really no point in trying to reach out and try to make relationships with anybody because, like, you know how today's teenagers are, or you know how today's adolescents are. They're just phones. So yeah, digital natives, like. So all right. Well, I just wanted to let you know that, and I'll get those records to you, and I'll let you know. Oh, I just found out what it was. It's smoker's hematomas. They didn't do the biopsy. I thought they were going to do the biopsy. They sounded like they were going to, and then the doctor came in and took a bunch of pictures. And then I left, and they said then they rescheduled. So I'm going down to the Lincoln College of Dentistry to get my root canal finished, and then after that, I'm getting the biopsy. So, yeah, and I have to drive to Lincoln alone again. Like I'm tired of. Ow! God, that hurt, cat. Ow! I'm just tired of being in my car alone. Like it's starting to irritate me. That hurt. God, clawed me. I didn't even bleed him, son of a bitch. All right, so on the 7th is when I have that surgery. I'll get that note to you about possibly not doing homework that week, depending on how the surgery goes. But I'm not worried about sociology. Like I'm far enough ahead in that. I'm doing fine on that. It's just the government. I just don't know how reading is going to work with my eyes. So, and I'll test it out. I haven't changed the setting on speed because right now it's reading way too slow. So I just read the last chapter myself. So if I can get in there and change the speed, then it'll work fine. I just haven't figured that out yet. I've been busy. So, all right. Well, I will talk to you later. All right. Bye. You guys are just fucking sitting there listening to me like you got nothing better to do. That's cool. Well, I'm glad I could be your entertainment. Is James there? This is Lefty. Okay. All right. Thanks. All right. Bye. Where do you live at, Drag Lord? Drog Lord? You must live in a different country, like Europe or something. Fuck yeah. I bet Australian weed's really good. I bet it is. Like, it's fucking Australia. They probably put snake venom in that shit. Did you know the panda bear is not really a bear? It's a marsupial because it's got a pocket. I gotta go, guys. I gotta get to my landlord. I may come back on later on in the afternoon. Dragon Lord will probably be sleeping, but that's cool. All right, talk to you guys later. Thank you.